Hello? Hello? Well, okay. Hello, my name is Tiffany Bailey, also known as Yumi Kumi. Now, let me ask myself, why did I do this? Okay. Well, I just want people to get to know me. Well, any questions y'all want to ask, let me know. Well, since there's a live stream, I don't know if anybody's gonna show up or anything, but I could just wait like a good minute and then get started. All right. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just waiting for like a good 2 minutes. So yeah. Do 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 do. I gotta fix my mic here. Make sure that people can hear me. Yeah. I do a bunch of corny jokes, so don't mind me. I like to make myself laugh. Guess that's why I'm not a comedian. But for real, for real. Mm, you know what? I'm just going to get started. And then anybody shows up, they can jump in and ask me some questions. Okay. First question is, who am I? Well, I am currently just being me. I am basically somewhat quiet. Yeah, I don't, a bit introverted at times, but when I do need to speak up, it's going to be important and people are going to want to listen. Let's see. Let's see. What else about me? Okay. I am, let's see. Where do I start here? Okay. I guess I can start by saying, let's see. Ah, here's a good kicker. Here's a good kicker. Here's something to kick things off. What type of person am I? Well, I would like to say that, let's see. I like people, but I put black people first. What did that mean? Well, I feel as though we have no friends. We all we got. So why not? Hmm. Does that make me pro-black? Maybe. I would like I would like to say Afrocentric, but I would like to say either Afrocentric or conscious, but I'm more pro-black love than just pro-black because when you say pro-black, that can mean any type of pro-black. Like, am I pro-black man? Am I pro-black woman? See, I don't choose sides. That's why I choose the term pro-black love because you can't be pro-black. A black woman cannot be pro-black and be not pro-black man. So that it doesn't work. It's an oxymoron. So for any any swirling Coonan sisters out there, who thinks I'm just some old black nerd pandering. No, this ain't a pander. I'm very serious. You cannot be pro-black and be anti-black man. It doesn't work. Now, why would I say this? I say this because I care. There are a lot of good brothers out there. I met them. I mean, I have 'em in my family, and I met a there's a lot on the street. You need to go out and get from behind. Y'all need to get from behind your computers and go outside and see the real world for what it is. Stop believing the hype on the TV. Stop believing the hype on the social media. You can't run from the truth. And the truth is, despite all it's doing, the majority of us are, guess what? Still marrying each other. So, the hell with y'all. Now, I'm not saying that I'm against, I'm going to go out there and be against people who, you know, do that sort of thing. That's your business. It doesn't concern me. But when you come, for me and say my decision for sticking with my group in my race is wrong, then we're going to have a problem here, and I will fight back. So don't come for me unless I send for you. That's just a warning to all the bashers out there. And yes, I'm talking about you, black, and I'm talking about you, black men bashers. Yes, you. I'm talking to you first because I am a woman. I am a black woman. And I don't appreciate that. See, y'all the same sisters who go out there and bash these black men, but then get channels like mine taken down. Well, I don't appreciate that. I stay in my own lane. Why attack me? Why me? Why women like me who wants to unify our people? So you go on and do that. Just saying. Now, I, I gotta make this quick because I gotta I got a live stream. I gotta do it in like a good few minutes. So I'm gonna make this quick. Okay. Now that I kind of get off topic here, bear with me. Bear with me. There is a method to my madness here. I know I'm all over the place, but that's because I don't be on here like this. So bear with me, people. Bear with me. All right. Here's the thing. What else more do you want to know about me? Religion. Am I religious? Yes. Yes, I am. Well, I will say I follow a religion. There's a difference between and being religious. I do more of the believing in God part than the than just being religious. Because here's the thing: people want to be religious, but they don't want to put in the work. See, faith without works is dead. So you can't just do one and not have the other. It doesn't work. Okay, what do I follow? Okay, might lose a might lose a lot of people when I say this. I follow Islam. Oh no, why? You're a traitor. You're a traitor to the black race. You do. Oh, hey, hey. Wait, wait. It's not like that. Okay. First off, before the Crusades, Islam were run by, guess what? Black Arabs. So, and guess who? And guess what? The majority of people who worship, who has Islam, guess what? Black melanated people. So that even says that. Here's the thing: white Arabs only make up 6% of Islam. 6%. The rest is us. They're attacking, but they want to demonize Islam. Now, here's another kicker. Here's something else you gotta say. Here's something else. The majority of American Muslims are black people or black Americans. Oh, are you Nation of Islam? No, I'm not Nation of Islam. I've never been. You know why? Because no disrespect. No disrespect to Nation of Islam. They have done we gotta give credit where credit's due. They have done their thing back in the back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. We cannot take that away from them. It's what happened after. It's not so good. Nation of Islam. Well, I have no beef with them, but there's just some things. There's just a lot of things I don't agree with. But again, I'm looking on the outside. That's why I don't agree with it. But the more I dug in it, the more I dove into it, the more I don't agree with. Well, all black people in Nation of Islam. No, no, you're not. Contrary to what the media will have you believe, not all black people who follow Islam is from Nation of Islam. No, I'm basically Sunni. I just follow the Sunnah. It makes more sense. I rather follow what the Sunnah says than what this person says or that person says or the people in the people in the crusade say. Yeah, good. The problems we have in the black community, I hate to say this, but a lot of it is not like that in the black Muslim community. Just saying, just saying. Are there people are there people like that in the black Muslim community? Yes, but they're not the majority. We kind of checked them, just saying. I I gotta say, when I first came on here to YouTube, I was like, "Hey, YouTube, yay!" I didn't think it was like this. I didn't think there was so much back and forth going on, and I started to wonder if someone like me belongs here because I'm not loud and disrespectful and yelling and screaming. So, what am I doing on here? But there was something, right? Um, when I first came on YouTube, start thinking about looking up black YouTubers and listening to the black YouTubers. The first person who came up is what's that guy name? Um Tommy Soto something. Soto. Well, it was him. And I started listening to him, and now the first thing about it, the first video I saw of his was the one about Black Barbie. And it was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy. I mean, and the more and he did make some good points about this about that ugly crappy doll. But as more I dove into it, the more videos I started, it was this big cloud of depression, and I just had to stop watching his stuff. Now I wasn't a subscriber; I was just an onlooker, and I said, "Oh well, that's just one guy, so I'll just look for someone else." So I started looking and looking and looking and looking, and one after another, it was all these people talking about how bad black women are, and I didn't appreciate it. I'm like, oh well, you know, because I'm more like this. Yeah, I don't agree with what you say, but you do have your right to speak it. I just don't. I just won't listen to it if it's not being productive. And I get the criticism part because if you can't take criticism, then how you going to change? But then this is what gets me. They wasn't saying this. These particular people was not saying this to make the community better. There was just not. They were just doing it for their own self gain, for views and likes. Well, that's what I thought at the time. They just wanted to get a views and likes because most of the likes and comments and stuff they was getting was from, guess what? White men. And I'm like, where's all these white people coming on these bashing channel on these black women bashing channels? So I said, I wonder. I started looking up black black men bashing channels. Well, lo and behold, I found some. It was this it was this one girl. What was this? It was this girl. What's her name? She's been around a lot. Her channel is a bunch of numbers and crap that doesn't say nothing, but so there's got a bunch of numbers and symbols. So I don't know what that means, but some of y'all know who she is. Anyway, she was talking about how we should go and turn our backs and white men are better and abort abort the black males and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, this is totally sick. What's this, a cult? And I'm like, isn't there anybody, any black people, anybody on black YouTube that's not doing this? Anyone? And the more I hear about it, the more I got sad and sad. I'm like, is this where we at? There are I just started feeling bad. So I checked out this one guy channel, and his video was like, I was like, what about the people? What about the black women who are fighting and fighting and stuff? What are brothers? So I went on this one guy channel. I forgot what his name was. It was a bunch of letters and numbers and symbols too. So I couldn't really remember the name. So anyway, and this is what got me. He said the black women who are fighting are usually basic, unattractive, and only want to do this to better themselves. And so we don't need their help because they're not representative enough to join our fight. See, I ain't no glamour queen. I'm not stepping out the house looking like Beyonce or anything. But I did but I do try to, at any turn, at any opportunity, to defend our brothers. Even if it's just me. Be small. And maybe I don't look hot like Beyonce or the Rihannas or whatever. But I look good enough for me, and that what matters. What matters is stop this. We gotta stop this. When I heard that, I cried a little. I'm saying, you mean I'm not good enough to fight alongside y'all? But wait, a lot of these sisters who is fighting aside y'all, we've been here. I don't know. What else can we do? I mean, we don't deserve to fight alongside y'all because we don't we don't look we don't look attractive to y'all. I thought that's not what it was about. It was about sticking together, because if we don't stick together, then we all go down. So I told myself, I was going to do this, because while I was sitting there crying, I had epiphany. I had this thought. Well, the epiphany came later. I had this thought first. Y'all, I said to myself, wait a minute, why am I crying? This is not my community. In my Black Islamic community, we all come together, even if we don't even know each other. There's something called collusion. Collusion. That means even if we have no knowledge of each other, even if we're mad at each other, when something goes down, we can leave, well, most of us anyway, put our differences aside and help. I kind of forgot about that a moment ago. And yes, I was going to just walk away and just focus on the Black Islamic community. But then this is when the epiphany came. There are still some there are still some Black people out there who are trying that are not Muslim, who are fighting for the great cause that are not Muslim. They're fighting for us too. It's not just it's not just a few of us little voices that never gets heard. It's Here's the epiphany. We are Black before we are anything else. We are Black before we are men. We are Black before we are women. We are Black before anything else. It doesn't matter what religion or politic or political stance, what gender, what sexual preference, what whether you're conservative or liberal, none of that matters. What matters is that we gotta come together and we gotta come together. We got no choice now. And with that, I told myself, well, I'll try as long as I can. I will help as much as I can, and that's good enough for me. So, what else about me? What are my what are my political stance? Well, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I would I would like to say I vote independent. Do I vote? Mm, not so much. I gotta admit that. Not so much. I don't. Have I voted before? Yes. Yes, I voted before. Do I do that often? No. No, I don't. I should, but I don't. But here's the thing why. As of now, there was nobody to vote for, so. Eh. What are my views on. Let's see. What are my views on relationships? Well, um, I'm more of a traditionalist. I believe that men should be the leaders of our families. I always believed that. That's how I was raised, you know. Um, I need to stop saying seems like I'm not sure myself. Well, I I would say I'm conservative. In the regular world, in the in modern society, I would say I'm conservative. In Islamic community, I probably would be intermediate. Uh, I'm not very liberal, but I'm not very traditional either. So that would place me in the intermediate side. I'm more intermediate when it comes to Islam. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a conservative. I'm more intermediate. I focus more on uh, the principles that Allah has granted me based than than with, you know, anything like the hadiths and stuff based on opinions of other people. I just go straight to the I just go straight to the Sunnah. I go straight to the Quran. You can never go wrong there. Everything else is just what people said happened. So that's where I put most of my focus on. Can't really go wrong there when you have this belief system. You go to the source. You don't go to this person, that person. So it's always good to go to the source when you're in any belief system. What religion I was before I was Islam? Was I Christian? No. My mom didn't really like Christians like that. Um, let's see, what was that called? Oh yeah, we were Pentecostal. I grew up Pentecostal. With Pentecostal, you just like Islam, you have to dress a certain way and eat certain things not um and not do certain things on certain days like TV. We had to turn the TV off as soon as Friday night. We had to turn off the TV, and we wasn't able to turn it on until Saturday night, which is weird because at the time that's where all the good stuff came on, is Saturday night. Who wants to who wants to look at TV Saturday morning except for cartoons? But I didn't like the cartoons they had. So, yeah. And then we didn't eat pork. We had to uh we had to celebrate the we had to celebrate the certain holidays like the Feast of Tabernacles, the Yom Kippur, you know, all of that. Um, let's see what else. I'm sorry for the ums. I don't know what else to say. Sometimes I don't know I'm doing it. Well, today is a good day. Oh yeah, back on track, back on track. Then we what else we did besides all of that? She would read Bible to us a lot. Yes, that Bible. So every night every night she would read out the Bible. That was our stories. Now she would read other bedtime stories, but for the most part she would read stories out the Bible to us and then explain what they did in a way we could understand. That's how I grew up and figure out that that Bible is not so good for me. I liked the stories. The stories was nice. But then when I started my journey to finding God, I checked other religions and I came to the conclusion that and I think nobody wants me to say this, but I gotta say it. Christianity, Islam, and Judaism is basically the same religion. Yes, even the subforms, even the combination religions like Pentecostal, which is basically Christianity and basically It's basically Judaism with a bit of Christianity sprinkled over it, just a bit. Um, I believe that it's the same religion. Yes, and Mormonism is basically Christianity with just white people in in polygamy. That's it. It's basically Christianity with polygamy. Now the Latter Day Saints, they don't do the traditional Mormonism stuff. They don't do the polygamy part, but everything else they do. So um that's not any better. But no shade thrown at the Mormons or the Jews or the Christians, although the Christians are most likely being misled. And I believe that the Jews know what they're doing, but the Christians, well, Christianity was a religion that was forced upon us, led off. Uh, let's see. That's about it for that part. Mine is Sunni Muslim, and I like being Sunni Muslim. And no, Sunni Muslim is not white Arab religion. They're the white Arabs are doing some dirt over there in the Middle East. Now, not all of them. Not all of them. I'm not going to sit here and bash white Arabs, but the ones, the ones that are, well, you know what you're doing. I know your game. You will not oppress our black Arabs over there for long. And we're gonna come back. Watch it. Tread lightly. Anyway, um, let's see. So that's why I follow Islam. I follow Islam, and it's all right. What else? I know nobody will probably look at this, but what else I could say? I like drawing. I love drawing, animation. I watch anime. I um I write stories. I'm basically a struggling writer. I I'm working on I'm working on a project. It's really nice. It's about this it's about these two girls who it's about these two girls how do I say this? I will put in the details later, but it's basically it's basically Caribbean American and darker skin a darker skinned Native American girl. Yes, there are dark skinned Native American girls. Even though oh sorry, that's my son. It's very good. It's a very good story. I'll give you more details on it later, but basically, it's really good. Shh. Well, that's about it. I guess I'm gonna get back to you on that. I'll get to a part two. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I do a lot of things on here, and I plan to do a lot of pro Black love stuff, and even demonstrations if I have to. My plan is to find ways to uplift our community, especially Black men, because they need our help. And the ones that are helping, I know they not. I know they not what you expect us to help, but we're here and we're helping. So, and if y'all expect me to start bashing Black men on this channel, it's not going to happen. So, if you're coming to my channel for me to do that, then you're going to be sadly disappointed. And and it's not going to happen. So, you just find another channel. It's not going to happen here. I love the brothers. I love me some Black men. I, there are ones that have been here for us, and we got to give credit where credit's due. Now, if you come for me, I will attack you. Don't come for me. I'm staying in my own lane. I'm staying in my own lane. Just don't cross this line. I'm talking to y'all. I don't pick sides. I don't pick sides. The bashing's got to stop. The bashing has got to stop. We cannot afford this. We are critical mass here, critical mass, and we're on this crap. You know who's winning? Brad and Becky. Brad and Becky is winning. When they got rid of us, they won. Well, they're being wiped out in the process, but that's their own doing. That's their own doing. So come and check out my channel. I'm gonna post some stuff here. As you can see, I posted up some little animations I did, but that was years ago. What I plan to do on my channel is put up some more animations and more stories and stuff. You know, stories for our community, the real community, not this rap hip hop culture crap. Real, stories of real Black people doing real Black things. We ain't all dramas, raps, and making babies. We got lives. We got personalities. We have, and we're a growing number of making communities and building businesses in the South. So we're basically taking over the South. We're basically taking over the South. So I'm up here in the North, but there's people in the North trying to, opening business too. So we ain't gonna leave out the North Black business owners either. There. So that's my plans. I'm gonna do a part two, and this time I'll stay more on topic. Well, come check out my channel, and I bid you happy trails. And until next time, Black people. Black first, unity first, Black love, definitely first. Until next time.